I want to share our Lift the Flap series with you. They are one of our most popular for sure. They're really interactive, engaging, and interesting for kids, and they're learning lots of information. So we have two kind of sub-series. We have the Lift the Flap, and we have Lift the Flap questions and answers. And there's a huge variety of books in each one of those little sub-series. This is Lift the Flap, general knowledge. And so, inside, starts with this page, says, Did you know? And there's a ton of different flaps with different information. The world, living things, science lab, entertainment, treasure trove, so many different things. So I'll go back to our first page here. This is Did You Know? And there are all these different flaps, and they're in little chunks, so you can look at as many or as few as you want each time, which means that this book is going to be kind of different every time you read it, because if you just do a few of each page each time, then the next time around it's like a whole new book. So let's find one. Trees grown in pots and pruned to keep them very small are known as bonsai trees. So you can see that little flap, and then when you open it, inside it says the tallest trees in the world are coast redwoods. They grow along the west coast of North America. Some have reached over 377 feet tall. So really fun. It starts with this little bonsai and shows you the largest tree. Okay. Let's see. You always see the same side of the moon from Earth. And on July 20th, 1969, U.S. astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first people to land on the moon. So just little bits of information. And since this is the general knowledge, it'll just have kind of a wide variety of information. But these are so much fun for kids and for adults. And the other kind of sub-series is the question and answer Lift the Flap books. Here's questions and answers about animals, questions and answers about science. And this one is just the general questions and answers book. One that has been well loved and used in my house is questions and answers about animals. And it is why all of my kids know why flamingos are pink. So let's see if I can find that exact flap to show you. So each of the little flaps has kind of a little question on it or a little prompt. So it says, why are flamingos pink? And you open up the flap and it tells you, because of what they eat. They aren't born pink. Baby flamingos are white and fluffy. Their diet of plants and shrimp contains a red-orange pigment that turns their feathers pink. So just a little chunk of information at a time, but really interesting for kids, especially if they're really interested in animals. So yes or no, what, which, who. So questions that start with those W words on each page. And that will be a theme that you see throughout the question and answer Lift the Flap books. And there are a bunch. One that is on my list that's a smaller version is what is poop? Kids really love that one, and it's good for potty training. But here are some of our Lift the Flap books. Many of them, that's just a few. So really popular, highly suggest one of these for your kids.